And we are keeping an eye on this major breaking news today. A global computer outage has impacted millions of people all around the world.
It was caused by a software issue by cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike. Joining us live is Jordan Kelly, who is the former director of cyber incident response on the National Security Council. Jordan, this is a major disruption impacting so many people. Could this have been prevented?
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of work that needs to be done to understand what really happened to be able to answer that question. I will say that in many ways, these types of issues are unavoidable because of the interconnected nature of our world. Of course, we try to do everything we can to avoid these situations, but I am sure that CrowdStrike, knowing the nature of their business, did many of the right things. And so we'll really have to see what happened to get a handle on that question.
And Jordan, we are 12 plus hours into this now system failure affecting so many people, organizations, very important doctors, all sorts of systems that have been impacted by this. And we're hearing also it is not something like you can plug back in and everybody gets back online at the same time. It is a very meticulous reset, if you will. So how long before everybody is back up and running and you can access all of these systems again?
Well, luckily, there was a fix available very quickly, which means that people have been able to work today to start doing the things that we're going to be able to let people get back online. But as you said, many of these fixes are not simple. They really require a team of people who can take the actions that are needed, maybe on every individual machine. So that's something that could really take some time into the weekend, probably into the next few weeks. We'll see some of these cascading effects. But I am hearing some really great news about people getting already back up and running today. So I'm optimistic that that trend can continue.
And Jordan, I think a lot of people are wondering now moving forward, is there anything that can be done to protect our global systems from going out like this? And could something like this happen again?
It absolutely could happen again. And now is the time for people to take interest in this. Business leaders, global leaders, government leaders, this is the moment to say, gosh, something like this is so significant. Have we made the right investments? I always find I live and breathe cybersecurity. So these are the moments when people get really excited about these topics, but then it tends to fade away as business gets back up and running. And so I really challenge all organizational leaders to think about whether the right investments have been made to do all the things that can be done to potentially avoid these things. As I said at the top, it's not entirely avoidable. There is no magic bullet that can solve all of these problems, but people really do need to take a look at their systems and see if they can really recover and fall over to backup plans.
Good advice for even all of us on an individual level to pay attention to all of this. Jordan Kelly, former director of cyber incident response for the National Security Council. A pleasure to have you here. Thank you for all the good information.
Thank you for having me.